Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about content marketing. I'm going to give you a content marketing strategy that you can use to increase your website traffic. So there's really three big chunks that we're going to focus on today. So the first one is keyword research, so you know exactly what type of content to create. So you're going to create content that people are actually looking for, because this is something that lots of newbies screw up. They create content that they want to create instead of content that they know people are actively looking for. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Then we're going to structure the content in a right way that takes your visitors on a very specific journey with a very specific outcome. Then we're going to move on to the outcome, which is going to be profit. So I'm going to show you how to make money from this. That's what we all want. That's what we all want, right? So I'm going to show you an example of this. We're going to look at Ryan Biddulph's plan. I don't even know if he calls it a plan, but we're going to look at what he's doing because he inspires me. So we're going to look at what he's doing on Facebook and what he's doing on his blog, which is Blogging from Paradise. You might have seen me mention his book a few times. Let me show you that. So he's done this. He wrote this book, Blogging from Paradise. It's how to retire to a life of island hopping through smart blogging. Not being paid for this. He doesn't even know I'm doing this. But this is a book that inspires me. It costs maybe $15. It's well worth the investment because, well, I've actually done a review on this. So I might put a little card thing there to the review so you can check it out for yourself before you decide to buy it. So we're going to have a look at what Ryan is doing. And let me give you a warning before we go any further. I know that I share traffic sources and traffic methods on Profit Copilot. And I know that some of you guys are using these sources to promote affiliate links on there. And then you're confused when you're not getting the results you expect. So this is how to do it for real. That's my favorite method, the do it for real method. Okay, so we're not going to paste affiliate links on random websites and expect to get results. That does not work. So if you're still doing that, stop. Use the traffic sources that I teach you in other videos with this strategy in mind. This is how to do it. So let's start with a little bit of keyword research. So because we're talking about blogging, let's use that as an example. So if we go to Google, the first thing I want you to do is make sure you've got keywords. Oops, spell it right. Keywords everywhere. This is a Google Chrome extension, and it's for Firefox as well. Make sure you've got that installed, and when you get that, it is completely free. So when you get that, you'll be able to see the search volume every month. It also gives you related keywords and stuff that people also search for. So this is a really nice tool. It's one of my favorite tools for keyword research. So let's say we're talking about blogging. Here you can see that every month 3 million people have searched for blogging. So that's a massive keyword. So you might be thinking, well, my blog is about blogging, so therefore I'll use blogging as my main keyword. That's not the right strategy to do. I've actually got other videos where we talk about keyword research and other keyword research tools. I'll try and add a card for you there so you can go check that out if you want to. But we need to do something called medium and long tail keywords. So if we have like blogging, that is a short tail keyword. So one or two keywords combined is a short tail keyword, which is just unrealistic to expect to rank for, because the competition is just going to be so great. I mean, if you have a look at the front page of Google for this, you're going to have blogging.com, HubSpot, you're going to have Wikipedia, all these massive websites. And I actually think, I haven't checked for myself, but I think this week Ryan actually hit the front page of Google for blogging. So congrats to Ryan for that amazing achievement. So if we were in the blogging niche and we're tempted to use blogging as a keyword, we might want to break it down a bit. So maybe blogging for someone. So blogging for money, because it's got two keywords, the for in the middle here, blogging for money, that's considered a stop word. Wouldn't really consider that a proper keyword. So we might want to go for keywords or a key phrase that have got around 5 words. So maybe we want to go something like how to start a blog for somebody else, or that could be a good one. How to start a blog for free. Now notice that the search volume is almost 10,000, so that's too high. What we got to do is find a keyword that is relevant to your website but has got a search volume that is less than a few thousand. So if your blog is brand new, your website is brand new, you want to be competing with a search volume of around 100. And I know that sounds ridiculously low, but if your website is brand new and you don't have much authority, that's where you have to start. Start with that and increase it as your website grows in traffic and popularity and authority. So here, how to start a blog for free, that's a bit too competitive. So if you have an established website, we want to be looking for around 2,000 or 3,000 searches a month. So how to create a blog for free and make money. That could be a really good key phrase to use because it's achievable. So the search volume is almost 3,000, and we have got a fairly decent chance of getting traffic for this key phrase. If you want to make it even more certain, then reduce the search volume. So how to start a blog on Facebook, that gets 1,300 searches a month. Okay, so just do that. Don't spend that much time thinking about the keyword research. All you really want to do is just have a rough idea of what you're going for, so you know how to structure your content. So once you've got that, so let's say we are going to go with how to start a blog on Facebook. What I want you to do now is scroll down to the bottom of the SERPs page and have a look at this. Here you're going to see searches related to how to start a blog on Facebook. So look at that, related searches. What I want you to do is grab all of these and think about how you can weave these additional search phrases. You don't need all of them, just a few of them will do. But if we can weave some of these into the actual content that you make, maybe as a H2 heading in there to separate it from the rest of the content, what this will do, it will tell Google Rank Brain, which is what Google uses to determine what the relevancy of the content. So for example, if we're searching for beetle, Google needs to figure out if you mean the car, the insect, or the band. So that's why we put these related searches in our content as well. So Google can figure out the intent. So once you have that and you have an idea of what your content is going to be about, then we need to go to, let me show you, let me open up this. This is a really common structure. So no matter what you're doing on the internet, it could be a sales page, it could be a blog post, it could be a video, doesn't matter. However you're choosing to communicate your message, this is the structure to use. So it's AIDA. You might have heard me speak about this before. It's a very common structure that copywriters tend to use. So for example, let me show you what I mean by this. So it stands for attention, interest, desire, and action. So your content needs to be structured in this way. So how do you do that? It's really simple. Look at this. So attention, you're going to grab attention with the right headline. The headline is going to have your keywords in there as well, but you need to have an emotional trigger in there. So think about how the content is going to make someone feel. And we want to make emotions and feelings a big cornerstone of what we do in content, because if we can trigger emotions, we make the content more shareable. We share content because we want people to feel the same thing we felt when we consume that content. So you want to trigger a feeling in your content. A good way to do that is to have something that absolutely just makes them stop, bang, dead in the tracks, focus on the headline, focus on what you've got. And that's why I've put this in red, because stop. You want to make sure that they stop what they're doing. A good way of doing that could be to use a pattern interrupt. I've also got videos on that on the Profit Copilot channel. Check those out. So once we've got their attention, we need to trigger their interest. And the best way to do that is to address the problem that they're facing. So we acknowledge that they have a problem and we know what it feels like to experience that problem. It might be frustrating, it might be confusing. So you address the problem and how it feels. Then we offer a solution or a potential solution. So we kind of tease that a little bit. And this creates desire because you've acknowledged the problem. Now you say there's a solution available and you tell them what life will be like or how things will improve once they have received that solution. You might want to give them some step-by-step here, provide some educational content to teach them how to solve a part of the problem. And then the action, so I've put this in green for go. Then you tell them how to get more. You tell them how to get more of the solution. And that is usually through opting in to your email list. And then we'll move on to the next stage. So let me show you something. This is how it all works. When it all comes together, this is what it looks like. So here you have a piece of content that is optimized for your keywords so people can find it in Google. But we break it off. We break off pieces, chunks of that content, and we distribute it across these social media networks. So you can take a little teaser paragraph of that, post it on Facebook with a link, or you can create fresh content that still teases the main piece of content. Let me show you what Ryan is doing. So Ryan is very active on Facebook. So here, even this, what Ryan does is he travels the world blogging and he teaches people how to blog. And I love seeing his stuff on Facebook because he's always in a brand new location. So here, this is a piece of satellite content. So if we look at the structure here, these are called satellite content. So you break up little pieces, distribute it across social media. Look what Ryan is doing. So here, he's posting a picture of himself in a brand new location, Thailand, I think. And then he's got a piece of content here that creates a bit of desire for this kind of lifestyle. And then here I discuss how to create a profitable blog, so with a link to his website. So if you click that, that's going to take you to a more detailed blog post. And he goes into a lot more detail there. So this is the same structure that Ryan is using. Pretty clever stuff, right? And then here, he's not actively asking people to subscribe to an email list, but instead he's asking people to buy his book, which is still, if we go back to this, we're still asking people to take action. So he's providing more of a solution and then he's telling people how to get it. So if we click on that, then it goes to one of his books here. And then there you can see this one, Kindle, is only for just over $4. Not bad. So that's how Ryan is doing it. Now, Ryan has experimented and built an email list before for his particular business model. he doesn't enjoy that, or it's not working for him, or he doesn't need to because his blog is at such a high level where he doesn't really need to build an audience, I don't think. So he can put a blog post and he can say, buy my stuff, and then enough people will take action and buy. So building an email list isn't really worth his time, I don't think. But for the rest of us mere mortals, we do have to build an email list because we don't have a sizable audience on the internet. So the best way of doing that, build an email list and then promote your content, promote your offers on the back end. And that's how you make the money. So that's a content marketing strategy that you can use to increase your website traffic and your profit. But as you know, this is just the beginning, right? And I've got a whole heap of targeted traffic sources that you can use for free when you go to profitcopilot.com. And if you found this useful, give it a thumbs up below. Subscribe to the channel too so you never miss an update from me. Hit that little notification bell too and you'll be notified of the next video. So thank you for checking this out, and I hope to see you again in a couple of days' time. Take care.